Young men who come to you for advice, who feel lost, who don't really know where they fit into society?
I say that life as a man is exceptionally difficult. I say the most beautiful and the most terrifying thing about being a man is you're born without value. Society doesn't care about you. You're only going to be cared about based on how useful you are. You have the chance to build yourself up and become a superhero if you're prepared to do the hard work and be indefatigable enough to never quit. But if you're going to stand around and wait for a handout, nobody's going to ever respect you. And I think that a lot of people have forgotten about how difficult and how competitive it is as a man. We're always in constant competition with each other. And it's your duty as a man to stand up and say, I want to be as important and strong and good-hearted and God-fearing as possible. And I need to work hard to achieve those things. Masculine men have a duty to provide and protect those they care about. We have a duty to do things we don't feel like doing because we know we're supposed to do them. And that's why we stayed in the Titanic and died. We need to be teaching young men to understand that the world is very, very difficult. It's hard to be a man. You're going to feel bad sometimes. You just suck it up and perform anyway. Don't just sit there and cry your eyes out or blame other people.
Tough being a woman too in modern society.
It's certainly tough being a woman, but I'm not a woman, so why would I speak on issues I do not understand? I'm a...
Good day, my friends. Traders. Time to dive in. Turns out I was absolutely stunningly correct, and let's go talk about it. Here we go. So we got gold. Here it is. We're on the 4-hour timer, if you can't see because of the little window. Let's dive in. I'll give you a brief little synopsis of what I think is going to happen on Altered Opinion. Honestly, guys, this prediction was pretty straightforward. You know, it was a key line of support. You know, I said, I think, so we were last up here or up here. I said, this will be tested. Likely, this will be tested. And lo and behold, how do I know this? Bam, and bam, bam, bam. It's easy to follow, guys. It's a very easy system. Anyways, I said, you know, short all the way down. Beautiful. Everybody should be very profitable, especially you could have even went, 0.4 ratio on this one with some, solid leverage, right? Yeah, what can we expect? So we got the bounce, right? Confirmed strong support. Confirmed, right? What is next on the docket? We're on a Monday, Canada Day tomorrow. Usually doesn't really matter for the market. I'm not gonna lie. World market doesn't really give a damn. Canada has very little influence on gold, regardless. Not seeing any huge political insights, with Iran and Israel. I know the peace talks is off. They'll probably keep striking each other every now and then, but could we fall back into an uptrend because of this? Absolutely. I've seen it happen time and time again with gold because it is extremely volatile. So, strong support, right? Have a big fat liquid drop, right? Liquidity drop. Looks good to me, right? Got the buy in here, right? Signal was given. You could take profit now. That would be the safe thing to do. However, let me back this up. This is currently our resistance, right? Because we're below it. This does not count as breaking through resistance. Not yet. That's not a support yet. It is still a resistance. Market's about to close in about a half hour. What can we expect? I'll give you some scenarios of what's going to happen. And let's see if I can bang it out again. Okay, so we've got our resistance. I think it's far more likely. First option. Number one. Option one. Likely that 33.50 gets tested when China pumps it tonight. And it will look something along the lines of this. Okay, so we're approaching the end of the market. In a half an hour, we'll see a little coming up. It'll dive down a bit. And then wiggle around for a little bit, maybe a little fake out downwards. Not necessarily. And then China pushes it up, right? Likely scenario. Next one. Let me get that back. Okay, we got resistance. It's supposed to be an R. Next likely scenario. China doesn't usually do this. However, it is possible. 9 p.m. rolls around, right? Eastern Standard Time. We get a sell. This is also just as likely. We get a sell, maybe a little pop, and then a current sell to test said strong support. So because, I'm going to explain this a little deeper, just because, sorry. If this was any other market, and if it wasn't so manipulated, I would say it would just sell down right now, when the market opens or within the next 6-8 hours. I think that would be a normal market reaction, would be testing the bottom in normal times. But gold is very, very much manipulated. So be ready for the possibility of it sparking up to 33.50. Because it's so manipulated, and because there are many other players at play, smart money, right? Beware the composite man, right? You have to anticipate this. Gold isn't going to act like the market, like a regular market, like the the NS5, whatever. It's not going to do that because it's highly manipulated. Lots of players at work, and I've seen this reaction happen many times where it should just come back down. And if it was a regular market, I would say sell down right now. Heck, you could open a short position. But because it's highly manipulated, I would say stay back, wait for a confirmation of a drop. A few candlesticks on your side couldn't hurt on the hour view, right? And then sell down. So you're going to want to wait. You're going to want to wait for it to reach at least right there before selling down to guarantee it. Is it possible that 31 is coming? Sure. Is it possible that 32 is coming? Absolutely. However, highly manipulated. Be aware of that, guys. Anyways, those are the two options that I think are most likely. There's also the third option, which goes with option one, that it could just keep going. War can do that. A couple other countries could do that influence each other. Absolutely, Trump could get on the air and it could just die. There's a lot of possibilities. It's gold, it's volatile, and it's fast, right? Anyways, that is my two predictions for the day. We'll see which one turns out. Always wait for confirmation, guys. A real confirmation. Like I said, beware the composite man, right? How smart money works. It's always manipulated with gold. Okay, as always, good luck.